Translation units is a powerful way to handle processing of multiple translation projects and services. There is no limit on the number of projects you can set up or the number of files you can translate in a particular service. The same process can be used repeatedly with different sets of files. This tutorial will show you how to allocate translation units among your projects and services. To set up a new translation project, check the tutorial on new projects. Let me first explain why translation units are needed. For the file types like web, MS Word, and PDF, the content must first be extracted from the files before sending to any translation service. The translated text must be reformatted back into the file structure to produce a translated file that shows similar to the original. For this, you need to have translation units. The more content in your files, the more translation units you will need. In general, translation units are obtained from the www.wisgo.com website. Your translation units balance is always shown at the top of the Manage Projects display. See My Account to get more translation units. When you procure translation units, they are initially allocated to your account. From there, you can allocate them to whichever project and service you wish. The simple rule of thumb is to allocate generously. You can easily come back and reallocate translation units among your projects at any time. Try not to run low on translation units for any of these services, as the translation will be halted in the middle of the process and you will have to come back and get more translation units. In the Manage Translation Units display, you will see a listing of all your projects and their related services. The number of translation units allocated to each service and the balance remaining are also shown. In the Change box, you can enter an amount to increase or decrease your allocations. So, if you want more translation units in a particular project service, you can simply enter the amount. I can do a reallocation of multiple services all at once. Here I will increase this service, I will decrease this service, and I will zero out this one. Click Save at the bottom and the translation units will be reallocated as changed. Note, you cannot allocate in excess of the amount of translation units in your account balance. Also, you cannot reduce an allocation more than the balance remaining. A record of all your allocations, reallocations of the translation units is automatically saved. Click History Allotments in the left menu to see how allocations were done in the past. To summarize, have sufficient translation units in your account. To get more, sign into the www.wisgo.com website and see My Account. Once you get translation units, allocate them generously to the services before you run translations. Allocate translation units as they are needed and reduce them when they are no longer needed. Wisgo will let you know when you do not have sufficient translations. You will be notified if your account is running low based on the history of usage.